Hey everyone, welcome to Fulfillment Project. Thank you for tuning in today. Before we get to a big topic that I think everyone is thinking about, I want to tell you about a really exciting project I'm working on, the Flex Planner and Journal. Consistency is the greatest thing we can do in life, and so many of us aren't consistent with task management and planning and journaling because we miss a day and then there's a blank page and we don't want to start again. We don't know. We don't want to flip past the blank page. So I'm creating a journal that has no blank pages. It's revolutionary. It's never been done before the way I'm doing it. I've got many people beta testing it and I just want you to know about it. I'm so excited. Hopefully it'll be released in about 6 months. If anyone out there is dying to beta test it with our group, join us. I'll send you a copy and you can rip it apart, tear it apart, rearrange, make recommendations. So when we release this tool, it'll be able to help the most amount of people possible. All right, now to the big topic today. AI. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud, but we all feel it in our gut. AI is coming for every job that is just a task. And it's not just coming, it's already here. Hundreds of billions, maybe trillions of dollars have already been poured into this thing. It's too big to fail now. You know they won't let it fail. The train has left the station, it's picking up speed, and the brakes are not working. So, if your job is mostly tasks, repeatable, measurable, optimizable tasks, start writing your eulogy because the machine is about to do it faster, cheaper, and without complaining about the coffee or asking for PTO. But here's what nobody is saying loud enough. Every single task-based job was created to serve a purpose. And purpose is something I've been thinking a lot about lately. I'm trying to help my team appreciate that their role has value. Sometimes we get into a job for so long that you get disconnected from the meaning of the job. Why am I doing this? What does this do? I was just talking to an electrician working on my house the other day, and he was downplaying the work he was doing. And I said, you're giving my family, my children, my wife heat. You're giving me a place to raise my family. Thank you. And he said, wow, I've never thought of it like that before. Our jobs have a deeper purpose, and it's very important that we identify them. And by the way, this is not easy. I'm doing it for myself and I'm wrestling with it. What is the purpose of my work? If you can identify and remember your purpose, then you can fall in love with your job again. And the AI machine can't touch you. It literally can't, because purpose is the one thing AI has no idea how to replicate. It doesn't have emotion. Let me give you 3 real-world examples that might hit close to home. Accountants, bookkeepers, CPAs. The task: you move numbers around on the spreadsheets, you reconcile accounts, you produce tax returns. You know AI is doing that better than most humans. But the purpose of accounting is to give people peace of mind and freedom. It's to help the young couple buy their first home, to help a founder know she can make payroll this month, and help a retiree sleep at night knowing the money will last. If you shift from I balance the books to I give people freedom, you become irreplaceable. Suddenly, you're not competing with TurboTax or Claude or Grok. You're doing something no algorithm can touch. Here's another example. Customer support reps. The task: answering tickets, following the script, escalating when necessary. Chatbots are already doing that, and they're doing it really good. Every time I log into everything I use online, it's a chatbot, and 95% of the time, they do it good enough. But the purpose of customer support is to make me, the human being, feel seen, feel heard and cared for when I'm frustrated and vulnerable. I've had recent customer service calls in the last month where it got escalated beyond the bot to the human, and that person on the other line literally saved my whole week. Not because they fixed my internet, but because they treated me like a human. That's purpose. That's the part the bot will never get. If you lean into that, you don't just solve the problem, but you heal the frustration. You become bulletproof. Everyone, hey, If you haven't already gone over to my Substack and signed up for a free or premium membership, why don't you go do that right now? There's so much stuff. Every Monday morning, you get the newest, latest episode, either a long form or a monologue on a big topic by me. Every Wednesday, you get the self-reflection guide, all my notes, all my memos, and so much more. And by signing up, you will get my free book emailed to you in PDF form right now. Thank you so much. Here's another one, and I interact with a lot of these people on LinkedIn. Writers, marketers, content creators. The task: produce words, posts, emails, and scripts. AI is already writing 90% of internet's copy and filler. But is that the purpose of writing? The purpose of writing is to move the human heart, as Bridget Nohara has taught me, to make someone laugh on a bad day, cry when they needed permission, or finally feel less alone. That's what we do on this show. That's what the best writers have always done. AI can imitate style. It can't imitate the soul. If you remember you're here to move hearts, not just hit word counts, you win. Marcus Aurelius, one of our favorite Stoic writers and thinkers, the Roman emperor who literally ran the known world while constantly writing in his private journal. He said this. He was struggling with the same thing you and me probably are. He says, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work. As a human being, what do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? The thing I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? You've probably heard this quote if you've been listening to the podcast recently, because I love it. My brother-in-law, Danny, has adapted this to, oh, what a pity, the comfort of a warm bed. It's like chains that lock us down and keep us from becoming the best version of ourselves. Marcus Aurelius was talking to himself while running the empire. He didn't say, go do tasks. He said, go do what you were born for. Simon Sinek, who's made a career of this stuff, puts it even more bluntly. And if you haven't read his book about identifying your why, I couldn't recommend it more. Grab it from the library or Amazon today. He says, working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. And the research backs it up really hard. Gallup's State of the Global Workplace Report 2024 says only 23% of employees worldwide are engaged at work. Is that you? That means 77% are either checked out or actively miserable. Is that you? That is a global tragedy. We spend more waking hours working than anything else, more than with our kids, our spouses, our friends, and most of us hate it or just simply tolerate it. That's not living. That's surviving. The Harvard Grant study, 85 years tracking the same people, found the single biggest predictor of happiness and health in old age was not money, fame, or even physical fitness. It was the warmth of relationships and having a sense of purpose. People who felt their life's work mattered, they lived longer, happier, and healthier lives, period. I love Atiya's work on longevity and health span versus lifespan. And I am super interested in my fitness and my weights and my running and my supplements and my diet. But if you don't have purpose, who cares about living longer? What are you living longer for? So here's my invitation to you. Take 10 minutes this week, maybe today, when you're in the car. Shut the music off, set a 10-minute timer, and finish this sentence. The purpose of my work is to blank. The purpose of my work is to blank. I was doing it on my way in this morning. It's good to remind yourself of what your purpose is every day, not the tasks you have to do, the purpose. Because if you can finish that sentence with something that makes your chest tighten a little, something that makes you think, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm showing up. Then congratulations. You just became AI proof. You just turned your job from something you put up with into something you wake up for. And if you can't finish that sentence, and a lot of us can't, if you try and it feels hollow, then maybe it's time to start looking for work where you can. because life is too darn short to spend 40 to 60 hours a week doing something that doesn't light you up, or at least point you towards something that does. We were made for more than tasks. We were made for meaning. Listen, the robots are coming, but they'll never take your purpose. Only you can give that away. Let me know how this works for you. Let me know how you identify your purpose, the struggles you're facing. Drop it in the comments. Drop me a DM. It's something I'm constantly working towards. It is not easy. That's why I'm putting it out here, because I also struggle with this, and I want to know from the community, how are you approaching it? How are you finding purpose in your work, even things that feel mundane? And let's share it together. Let's find fulfillment together. Thanks so much. See you next time. Hey, Christmas is coming, and what better stocking stuffer than the Thrive Mastery Guide from Fulfillment Project Season 1. Reflections on each of the episodes, journaling prompts, so it's great for people who love to journal, people who want to journal, people that are leading, or people that aspire to lead. This is the perfect gift for them. Come on, let's get it. You can get it at Amazon.com right now. Search Fulfillment Project or go to my Substack. Subscribe and you will get the free download to the ebook. Love you guys.